Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's your girl, Nothing's Impossible 77. Today is the 19th of April, and I popped the video on because something jumped in my spirit today. Let me just cut right to the chase. I don't know about any of you guys out there, but I've always been the kind of person always trying to help people. I've even been accused of trying to help people more than I help myself. And the other day I was having a conversation with somebody, and they looked at me and they said, Jackie, do you think you're going to get a bigger crown and glory because you help people, or you doing the right thing? I've been called a modern day Mother Teresa. And it dawned on me. I've been trying to help a lot of people who don't want to help themselves. And if you're like me, and if you're out there trying to get people to see the big picture, if you want them to see what you see, and I don't mean physically see, I mean the vision within you. There's a vision that we all have. And by the way, if you ain't got no vision, I don't know what's going on with you. Because the vision means that you really spiritually, without a vision, you're going to perish. And I ain't said that, the Bible did. Anyway. But if you out there trying to help people and you knocking yourself out trying to get them to see the big picture and they don't want to see it, you're wasting your time. Nothing happens before it's time, and that's so true. What you can do is be an example for them. Be the example that you preach to people, number one. And number two, be right there just so that when they do hit their head and get that big coconut on the side of their head, you'll be there to help them. But you cannot make people see what you see. Or you cannot get them to see your point, is what I'm saying. And I decided that I'm not going to waste my time knocking myself out trying to help people who don't want my help. Now, does this mean I don't care? No way, I care. But some things just got to make sense. People have to want the change that you want for them. And then it becomes a borderline where it becomes more like a control mechanism. Because, even though I'm trying to help you, when you're resisting my help, it means at some point I'm now becoming a control freak. If that makes sense to anyone out there. Stop trying to help people who don't want your help. You're wasting your time. The other realization that I came to recently is I can't sit down worrying about the things that I have not accomplished, the opportunities that I let slip through my fingers, the mistakes that I made. Now, this doesn't mean that I have a nonchalant attitude and I don't care, because some people, it's not that they are disappointed about the things they did wrong or the mistakes they made. They'll blatantly come out and tell you, I don't care. I really don't care. No, that's not what I'm saying. I care. I care about the mistakes that I've made. But no matter how much I try, no matter how much I want to, I can't go back and change what I've already done. And the funny thing about time is that I can't change what I've done. I can't foresee what's going to happen, but I can handle what's going on today, right now. Time is a beast, y'all. And with me getting my whole mind right and this whole getting my mind together process, I have come to realize more and more that my time is valuable, and the precious time that I'm given every day should be used with such value, with the same level of value that it's been given to me as. Do you get what I'm saying? We get up every day, we knock that alarm clock, that cell phone, or whatever the case may be, and many of us, because I know I do it, and I know I'm not the only one, just take it for granted. Okay, I got another day. I'm going to do with my time what I want. But I tell you one thing, if you're living your life, using your time carelessly, using your time recklessly, it's going to come up, it's going to bite you right in your behind. Getting your mind right, it makes you become so accountable. That word accountability is like stamped on your forehead and blinking like a neon sign. You have to become accountable. And the beautiful thing about it for me is that it's not work. It's not a burden. Because a lot of people don't want to get their lives together because it's like work. But then let's talk about work. You may not want to put the time together and put that work in to get your life right. But yet you go punch somebody's clock every day. Get what I'm saying? You punch that clock every day, and you will adhere to the guidelines and the policies and the procedures of your workplace. But you ain't setting no guidelines, no policies, and no procedures for your life. Some things just got to make sense. See, some people can't do anything unless they are under some type of structure. Some people can't do anything unless they have to do it. You have to want to do it for yourself. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but I know I'm talking to myself. So even if I get up and just watch this video over and over again, I know I'm talking to myself. Time. When you start getting your mind right, you start to become so respectful of time, baby. And I don't have any more time to waste. I told y'all before, I got more years behind me than I do ahead of me. And the other thing about time that's really mind-boggling is we don't even know how much time we have. So when we make plans for the future, we're doing it by faith. So doesn't it make sense that when we are here right now, in this present moment, doesn't it make sense to really value the time? If you really get it that tomorrow's not promised to you or me, then we'll get it. Listen, guys, don't let it become a burden for you to get yourself together. You could do it and still have fun. You could do it and still be happy. You could do it and still smile. And, it doesn't have to be work. But it is work. But it doesn't have to be a burden, if you know what I mean. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. Do you think that you're worth fighting for? I think I am. I have a lot of young subscribers. If y'all could get this now, y'all are going to be amazing. Time is not going to wait for you or me. I don't care what happens. I don't care if it's a tsunami, 9/11, earthquakes around the world. Don't y'all realize that the sun still rises the next day? That tells you that time don't stop. And I know if time could stop, it would have stopped for 9/11. It would have stopped for a tsunami. But then let's take it to a personal level. We have personal tsunamis in our own lives, and time doesn't stop. Time ain't waiting for us, y'all. I hope this video makes sense to someone. I'm not wasting my time on people anymore that don't want to waste it on themselves. I'm not looking back anymore and regretting the things that I cannot change. I'm not going to get all hyped up about what's going to happen, but I will be faithful about it. But right now, this day, today, I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. When I put my heads out at night, I'm going to know that I did the best I could do today. The last thing I want to say before I go, guys, is that since I've been getting my mind right, my life right, and I've been dealing with all these issues, I have had such a peace. And it's not a peace that is dependent upon peaceful situations around me, because I still have catastrophes and all types of drama all around me. But I've changed. So I'm that peace in the midst of the storm. I'm looking at this big old truck, and he is getting so close to my car. You see me talking about peace? I'm going to maintain it. I still have the same people around me that don't have patience. I still have the same people around me that don't want to get it together. I still have the same situations that I have to deal with every day. I could go on and on and on. None of those things have changed. But I've changed. You can't move me. You can't just push my buttons. My peace is so rooted and grounded that you can't touch this, baby. Like MC Hammer said. Anyway, guys, thanks for sharing a moment of your day with me, and I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace and love to you. Later.